WWE is getting a little too cinematic, and it's kind of weird. This is Wrestling with Our Homies, and today we'll get all into SmackDown and that overhyped, overproduced, but kind of dope Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns segment. Now, y'all know who I be. Look, he never gonna say it. He never gonna say it.
Same OG.
Finally. It's your boy Qwan, the Don, and if you don't say the Don, you ain't saying it, right?
Right.
And of course, I got my mans with me, my BFF, the oldest man in the game. And I'm just
Damn.
My boy Jay Cooley, the coolest man in the world.
Hey man, the coolest. What's good, man?
You know what's good. Season. First off, if y'all in these comments, I need y'all to do me a favor and go ahead and give Cooley a happy birthday. It was his birthday 2 days ago. He's a year older. You know what I'm saying?
Another trip around the sun. Another trip around the sun, man. All praises.
We the old heads. We were saying
yeah,
last
it's
episode,
official,
bro.
I'm damn near 40. This crazy.
You are not damn near 40. You got mad. Come on, man. Don't listen to this guy. Cooley, what did you do to the group chat, bro? Cooley, but for the people who don't know, I'm sure everybody don't know because they're not in our group chat. You got to be extraordinary to get into that group chat. I'm sorry. Some reason the text went green. What's the Drake song? Text go green. What's going on with our group chat, bro? Cooley broke the group chat.
Man, listen, I'm testing out, a new phone from Samsung. It's an Android for those who don't know, and you can't really text iPhone users like that unless you update iOS 18. We all can have RCS messaging, and it makes it more fluid. Now, I will say Apple messed up the whole world in 2011 for creating iMessage because the world was great when everything was green. And now everybody, they shame you like, green bubble.
They shame the green bubble, bro. We got a homie named Ice who was like, yo, you just brought us back to slavery times with this green bubble. I'm like, dog.
Hey, that's wild, man. That's wild. Y'all too comfortable, man. You got to get uncomfortable if you want change. So I'm trying it out, man. It's fire. It's a dope phone. It's dope.
You digging it so far?
It's fire. It's
okay,
fire.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I hate it.
Wow.
Get back on that iPhone.
No, I still have the chat in the other phone, but
okay. Oh, why can't you can't use both?
I don't know what happened. I was like, why am I getting another set of text messages? I was like, what?
Yeah, blame
I
Cooley.
thought it was a glitch, but now, okay, you team Samsung. Okay.
It was a glitch.
Good for you.
Yeah, man. I think if everybody have RCS, then it's cool. It don't make another chat, I think.
Hey, man, you don't work for them. Don't try. Why are you trying to sell us services? Like, what are you doing? You hear him? He had a Samsung phone for 2 days, and now he's selling us services, telling us what we need to do to upgrade our phones so we can talk to him.
Get on his level.
Yeah, that's so ridiculous.
Apple made this for Androids. They made RCS messages, so it can, they finally realizing that it's dumb to have everything split up.
Listen, so Samsung, if you out there, you hear us. Hey, sponsor us. Know what I'm saying? Look, Cooley is doing a commercial for y'all live on air. This was not pre-planned. This is not sponsor the show. Hashtag Talk Some Raw brought to you by Samsung. You feel me?
Please. We need them Samsung screens for our webcams too.
But yeah, once I started replying to people's messages and it just appeared as Qwan replied too, I was like, all right, something's going on here. Come to find out, this man Cooley got a whole new phone. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, man. I have to make a change,
It's all good. It's all good. But anyway, how was your birthday, bro?
It was dope. It was dope,
What'd you
man.
do to celebrate?
My girl, she did her thing. Decorated the crib. We went to R&B
Beautiful.
only. Yeah,
Beautiful.
man. R&B only. R&B concert that only plays R&B music. It was dope.
Get your slow jams on. Look at you so in love. I love. You hear him, Ernest?
I don't want to go to Cheap Key concert for my birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I would go to a Cheap Key concert for my birthday, bro.
I hear this guy.
I would love to hear trying to blow New Jersey up on my birthday. Like, why not?
Yeah, you're wild. That's crazy.
But shout out to you. Shout out to you for having a good one with you and being young, in love, and celebrating your birthday.
Man. A different world.
It's a different world. Without the dreads, Cooley looks like Dwayne Wade. I said it again. I always say it. I got old pictures. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see him at Qwan LM. I got old pictures. Cooley used to look exactly like Dwayne Wade. It's kind of crazy.
If I cut the locks off,
you ain't never doing
in the future. No, in the future for sure.
Word? I can't even imagine you without the locks anymore. Like,
hey,
damn,
man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. You know, it gotta happen.
Anyways, let's get into some grabs. Did you watch SmackDown? Did you enjoy Smack Diggity Down? Why'd you sound so deflated?
Right,
you did not sound excited about that. Yeah, I did.
It was cool. I feel like I'm waiting for something. You know, I'm really waiting for Paul Heyman, to be honest. That's who I'm really waiting on. I'm waiting on Paul Heyman, and I'm waiting on Jimmy. I need something.
What has WWE done to us? This man is out here waiting for Paul Heyman, not a wrestler, not a guy that can go in the ring and give us a banger. He's sitting here waiting for an old ass white man.
That's one of the best on the mics. I need some excitement on that mic, man. The mic level's been kind of, but don't you worry.
I don't know. Stop. Don't you worry. Hey, Melo told my mans to go put the fries in the bag. I was like, wow.
That was hilarious. Yeah. That was hilarious. Andrade put on a banger, too.
He did. Matter of fact, we're going to get all into it with this hashtag Talks and Raw segment. But before we do that, I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all to like and subscribe because y'all know we do this every day. Monday through Friday. This is a 5-day-a-week thing.
Yeah.
Every day wrestling talk. But to do that, we need y'all help. We need y'all help in growing. So please follow us. Please follow us. Leave us a comment. Do something. Now, can I hashtag Talk Some Raw?
Let's get it.
Let's hashtag Talk Some Raw with Smack Diggity Down. The show opened with Jacob Fatu committing crimes. Felons need jobs too. LA Knight put his Damian Sandow-ass moveset to work with a nice little banger against Andrade. I love LA Knight, but everything he does in that ring is Curtis Axel coded. That boy wrestles like a Dom Kennedy verse. He needs to retire that leaping suplex immediately. He went for it, slipped, tried again, slipped again. Cody and Roman met center field in an empty football stadium to passive-aggressively compliment each other, and for some reason, all I kept thinking about was Chris Tucker and Charlie Sheen fighting Russians over diamonds. Money Talks is a better movie than Rush Hour, and I will die on that hill. Giovanni Vinci beat Apollo Crews down after losing again. And damn, I haven't seen a bald white guy beat a black man that bad since, well, last Wednesday on AEW Dynamite. Shout out to John Moxley. Tama Tonga confronted Kevin Owens and emptied a clip of Crash Bandicoot sound effects. And my baby mama Nia Jax got pinned by Bay Omi. Chelsea Green played with trash, and no, I'm not talking about the last 4 years of Chris Jericho's career. I'm talking actual trash. And in our main event, the Bloodline did what the Bloodline does, and Kevin Owens flirted with a heel turn for the 40th time this year. 2 packs for Smack Diggity Down. It wasn't the worst show, but aside from LA Knight botching it up, it was a solid little banger of a show. What did you think?
Quanto no lies. Quanto no lies, man. we got.
I'm telling all lies. I'm like, damn, what? You ain't like it?
Quanto no lies, man. First of all, LA Knight, boy, Mr. Botch. He almost fell off the top of the turnbuckles like forward, bro. Like he could have ended his life any moment. I was just like, what's going on here, bro?
They got to end that. He got to stop doing that superplex. The whole thing to the
that.
top rope. It's a dope feat of athleticism. It's ill, but yo, we got to stop. Because he going to hurt himself. He either going to hurt himself or he going to hurt somebody else. It's going to be bad. He botches it like once every month.
Yeah, like, man. I realized that the match was like 25 minutes, too. I was like, is this like a nod at AEW for putting on that 30-minute match with the Learning Tree? I mean, I don't know. Who knows? But I want to give my flowers to Andrade, man.
Yeah, Andrade is
that
nice.
Guy's a hell of a wrestler. That double backflip was... Do you know how much stamina, how much power do you have to do that? Like, that was crazy, bro. He did his thing.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I want him to retire that move too. It's dope. It's dope. He never botches it. He hits it clean every single time. But I get scared every time because doing a backflip off the top rope and landing on your feet to do a backflip again, that can't be good for the knees, bro. It cannot.
Yeah, it can't be good for the opponent knees either. It looked like he landed on LA Knight knee. I'm like, ooh, that was kind of strange. But I do only want to see him in the ring with Melo. I do not. LA Knight can kick rocks, bro. I'm sorry. Like he needs to be RJ Uso. Just come out, do your entrance, talk, and leave. Like we don't want to see wrestle.
Yeah, facts. LA Knight is never beating them can't wrestle allegations. And again, he had a solid little match because Andrade carried him. But, yo, that boy be out there looking like Jack Swagger when he wrestled. It's not that good.
Bro, he damn near Ricky at this point just with the title. But
Ricky! Hey, wait, and before we even go for it, let me just, for the people at home, that Talk Some Raw segment, it's a wrestling roast. I have to keep putting that out there. It's a wrestling roast. It's meant to make fun of the show. It's just all in fun. All in fun, okay?
All love, man. All love.
Because I be seeing people get upset at our segment, bro. They be like, looks like you guys are hate watching the show. It's like, bro, we just making fun of it. We love it. We're having fun with it.
Come on,
just making
man.
fun of it. It's a roast. It's meant to be funny, dog.
Those are the people that don't watch our show. Like, they click that thing, tell us we don't watch wrestling, but then they don't watch our full show, so they don't really know what we're doing. It's very ironic.
I get it. It really is. But, I mean, I get it. Everybody is new to a channel at some point. And we got some people that been rocking with us for months, like since we first uploaded, so they know the deal. But then we also got people who came along the way. We got people who are just tuning in now. I saw one comment saying that, yo, like, I just found you guys and y'all dope as hell. So shout out to you. But, you know, we building over here. But every now and then somebody's not going to get the brand of comedy that we do. And they're just going to be like, yo, what's going on? Why are they saying these things? It's all fun and games, bro. It's all fun.
Man. We just comedians like Sami Zayn. But look at Giovanni Vinci, bro.
Giovanni Vinci.
Who wife did he sleep with? Like, what's going on here? He just they let him come back.
They did.
And it's been all like basically squashes with this guy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
First off, they took his entrance. When Giovanni Vinci was doing his thing in NXT, he would come out, he would walk a little bit, and then point at the camera. And then he'll walk a little bit more, walk up the stairs, and then point at the camera. He's not doing it anymore. That was the only reason we liked him.
Bro, we need that.
Why did he stop? Why did he stop? And right now he's what, 0-2. He's lost his only 2 matches to Apollo Crews.
Man.
But I think y'all overreacting, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I think y'all overreacting. He lost the match. Yeah, he got rolled up. He lost the match. He beat him down after the match and stood tall while the crowd was booing. When he entered that ring, he got no reaction. None. People were just sitting on their hands watching him. By the end of that match, even though he lost, he stood tall and they were booing. So to me, if the crowd goes from not reacting to booing you, then that's a job well done. The segment achieved what it was supposed to achieve.
But maybe because the outcry of the internet from last week's squash, and then they kind of felt bad for him. So it's like, we got to see you do something. And then they cheer, you know, because they was on his side last week, man. Internet was crazy. They was like, why the squash and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what's the point of bringing him back?
But we got to remember the internet is just the internet. Like, everybody on Twitter crying about wrestling and what's happening, they don't necessarily represent the whole of the wrestling landscape. So while they were screaming and making noise, the people that really go to them shows, they still don't know who Giovanni Vinci is like that. Because NXT, I say it every week, NXT is only watched by a fraction of wrestling fans. We might watch it, but realistically, only 600,000 people are watching NXT per week versus 2 million and 2.3 million for SmackDown and Raw. So that's a big difference. Not a lot of people are watching NXT in terms of people who watch WWE as a whole. So most people don't know who Giovanni Vinci is. This is their introduction to him. So let's just let him slow cook it and roll it out before we start crying over it, man. It's all right. He can take a couple of losses. It's a difference between getting squashed and then getting rolled up and losing. A roll-up ain't shit. Getting squashed is going in there, getting speared, stomped out, and pinned, bro. That didn't happen.
So he won one technically. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen, this upcoming week. We're gonna see if it's a squash or what. Ooh, what's this?
You know he probably gonna get squashed again, bro. Yo, look, his Android wilding.
Yeah, man, I'm getting them spam calls, man. What's going on here?
Scam likely. Y'all get so many scam likely phone calls. I hate it. And I'm really trying to figure out why. Like, what did I do? What shady website did I sign up to that got my phone getting all these spam likely calls? Was it meth streams? Is it because I illegally stream NFL games? Don't tell Roger Goodell.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. It's all entertainment. I'm just kidding. JK.
He probably, all right, meth streams. Delete.
Right. Like, I hate when our favorite stream sites get seized by the government, bro.
Yeah, it'd be especially my anime sites, man.
Oh my God. You get home excited. You're like, oh, it's a new episode of JJK out. Let me go check it out. Type the URL in, and it's just like, website gone, seized by the FBI. Damn.
I'm not going to name the one I use now because I'ma cherish this one. This one has everything. Like, bro, I'm on like episode 60 on Monster, and I can't let it go.
We are idiots, bro. We are truly idiots. But Cooley, what did you think? What did you think of Rikishi's comments on Jacob Fatu? I don't know if you saw him, but Rikishi is saying that WWE is pushing Jacob Fatu too fast, which is weird to me. Because like, fam, that's your nephew. Like, are you why? What?
You know what I think? I didn't see that, by the way. But you know what I think? What Rikishi is going through, man.
What's going on with Kishi?
I feel like he's really analyzing this new current Bloodline characters, and he's comparing it to how his wrestling panned out, and how he had to work his way because he was a part of a group, a silly group, and he probably wanted to be the more Jacob Fatu-ish. He probably wanted to be more serious, and he kind of like envies that. To a sense,
low
like
key, he kind of hating.
He probably like, dang, man. So, come on,
Rikishi, are you hating? You hating on your own nephew? You mad because he getting pushed? He got the dreads and the gold grill with the shells at the end of his locks. He out there super kicking Cody Rhodes. You don't like it?
I love it, man. I mean, he did get signed, and he was on the SummerSlam poster like a week later.
Yeah. In the company for a week, already got the poster at SummerSlam. Maybe, and this is just me throwing it out there, Rikishi, don't come and kick my ass. I'm sorry. Maybe Rikishi sees Jacob Fatu outshining his son Solo. And you don't like that. You don't want his son to get outshined by Jacob Fatu. So now he commenting and saying that Jacob Fatu is getting pushed too fast. Rikishi, I'm on to you.
Hey, maybe, bro. And we know Jacob better than Solo. So, I get confused a lot because they have like 25 kids. Jacob is Rikishi's nephew, right?
No. Oh, yeah. Jacob is damn, I think his dad is a part of the Wild Samoans. I forget his name. He might have just passed away recently, but
okay, yeah.
So Jacob is Rikishi's nephew. Solo is his son. Solo, Jimmy, Jay, Tamiko, and I think some other guy.
They got some daughters too, I believe.
Bro, they got too many guys.
And wow,
like I said, a cream pie demon. Cream pie.
I'm like,
that clip did numbers, by the way.
Cream pie demon. And then the Tongas, though, that's confusing. I'm like, bro, this is insane.
Yeah, because they not even technically. That ain't even what's his name's kids for real. Why am I blanking on their dad's name?
Not Snoop.
Haku.
Yeah, Haku.
Those aren't really his. They're adopted.
Yeah. It's confusing, man.
So are they really a part of the family? Or I don't know, man. This whole bloodline family is just kind of crazy. It kind of is what it is. But we got to get into it. Like I said, WWE is getting a little too cinematic, and it's kind of weird. So cinema is a word that's overused in wrestling at this point. We call everything cinema. Roman Reigns could come into the ring and wink at the camera, and you'll see people everywhere just, oh my God, that was cinema. But it's really not, bro. It's just Roman Reigns winking at the camera. But if you didn't see this promo with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, this was actually cinema. And I say that because the way it was shot was shot the same way you would see something on Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns went to an empty football field, and it just happened to be 50 cameramen there. They recorded the whole thing. And then once they were done cutting the promos against each other, they sent that footage to WWE. WWE chopped it up, put dramatic music in the background, added slow motion and camera cuts, and then they put it out there for the world to see. It was very cinematic and honestly very weird because it takes a lot of suspension of disbelief to buy that these guys really went to an empty football field and a bunch of cameras were just pointing at them, waiting for them to arrive. It's kind of weird. Cooley, are you digging this new cinematic turn that WWE is taking?
No. It's like it's visually it's dope. But in reality, it's lovely. But it's corny to me, bro. Like, first of all, I feel like I was watching the faculty. I don't know if you remember that movie. Usher. Like, y'all at this empty football field. I feel like a monster about to pop out. I'm like, what is going on?
That's the faculty, bro. That's when Usher had the alien inside of him, and he started playing football. He was out there clotheslining dudes. He was tackling people like Ray Lewis with an alien inside of him, bro.
It was just so weird. It's like, what is the end game? Are we going to be doing this like every week? Because I don't want to be the guy that go out on my Fridays where I don't have work and I want to go to the movies. I want to go see Beetlejuice 2. I don't want to come home and have to watch SmackDown and see another movie. Like, it's just too much going on for me, bro. What is going on? So I hope this is not every week type thing, please.
So maybe Okay, and this is something that when I was talking to E before the podcast, he kind of put in my head, and now I kind of see it. Maybe this is just the evolution of professional wrestling, and we're just the old heads now, so we used to what we used to, and because of that, we're rejecting it. Because when you think back, before Eric Bischoff and Monday Night Nitro, and before they turned pro wrestling into like a variety show where there was in-ring segments and in-ring promos and just wacky things happening throughout the show, wrestling was kind of one way. It was, you would see an interview backstage with Mean Gene Okerlund and Hulk Hogan or whatever, and then maybe we'll get to the match. Or either that, or it was just a collection of matches. So when Eric Bischoff kind of revolutionized what modern wrestling is, to be honest, I hate to admit that he did that because I don't like Eric Bischoff, but he did. I'm sure people was pushing back against that. They didn't want to see a variety show out of wrestling. They just wanted to see what they were used to. So maybe we're going through the same thing right now. This is the evolution of wrestling. We're starting to get cinematic things where it's overproduced in a very movie-esque type of way. And because it's new, maybe we're pushing back against it, but maybe this will be a normality in a couple of years. I don't know.
Listen, man, I pay money to go to a show to see the top superstars, not on screen, but in the flesh. What are we doing, man?
Right.
I'm old head. Call me old head. I don't care. Like, this is, I'm not digging it, man. I don't know, man.
Hey,
I guess.
And Lucha Underground was doing this before WWE. Let me just put that out there. I don't know if y'all ever watched Lucha Underground. I don't know if Cooley's ever seen Lucha Underground.
Nah,
He not tapping in with the Mexicans. Not tapping in with the Mexicans.
Nah, man. But shout out to my Mexicans, man.
Nah, so look, Lucha Underground was kind of its own thing. It was on its own island. It was doing the whole cinematic thing, but the whole show was that. So we knew what to expect when we went into Lucha Underground. I think it's weird because WWE is trying to flirt with it and sprinkle it in here and there. But the rest of the show is still the same way that it's always been. And because of that, the cinematic stuff sticks out like a sore thumb. It's one thing when Bray Wyatt and his family is doing it because that's like on a whole different island than the rest of the show. But when Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns is doing it, which is the main event program, that's when it starts to get a little weird. It's like, all right, this is
It's WWE, Mr. Steal Your Girl. They're gonna steal anything they can and just put more sprinkles on the ice cream. Right. You know how it go. But okay. I mean,
all right, yeah, y'all have hated on it for the last 5 minutes.
We're not hating. Like I didn't mind it. It was just
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, everything that's new is weird. Can you see a place for it if it's used properly is the real thing, right? I understand what you're saying. If they move all promos to this, well, then that's corny, right? Like, because you're prescribing everything. There's no more live of, we don't get, don't you worry if it's taped like this. You get what I mean? Like, we don't get those moments. So I understand that. But in an isolated, like if they do one for big events, I don't have no problem with that. Like, right? If okay, at WrestleMania, we have a movie package that comes out before WrestleMania. I don't mind that because I'm still going to get everything I'm getting at WrestleMania. But if you take away those things, then then I'm like, well, what are we watching?
I hear you, but at the same time, it's a weird disconnect to me because pro wrestling it still presents itself as real. We all understand that it's a weekly television show.
That's fair.
We get that. But when we watch it, we put ourselves in the mindset of what's happening on the screen is real. And that kind of takes you out of it because imagine you watching a Laker game, right? The Lakers versus the Suns. LeBron versus Kevin Durant. They're playing the whole game just like regular basketball. But then in the fourth quarter, all of a sudden the screen changes and it's just like the camera pans over to LeBron over here throwing this, and then it pans back over to KD. And now it's like a whole cinematic thing. It's just them playing one-on-one with music in the back. You're going to be like, what the hell is this? This ain't the game I was watching.
That's good. That was great.
Because that's a sport, and wrestling is supposed to be a sport. Again, we understand that it's a scripted television show, but when we're watching it, we're in that sport mindset. And this is WWE separating itself from that and really saying, yo, we're a TV show. Maybe that's why Triple H got the end credits now with the executive producer.
I'm watching it as you all are speaking about it. It plays like one of those how they used to do the 24/7s before the big fights.
The boxing. The boxing.
If they do that, I would think that could be cool, right? If they do that and it's separate, right? Where they don't really meet, like they just show us how they prep, because we don't see that. We never see any of that, like how they prepare for these matches. Now that could be dope, but in watching, I really think this was more of a Georgia Tech thing than I don't know what this is because it's a lot. It's a lot of weird.
It's a Marvel. It's a Marvel.
Like it's a lot of sponsoring things going on in this video. That's like why do I need the Georgia Tech logo so much? Like okay, you know what I mean. So something obviously is going on, but it's interesting.
And it was actually produced. It's funny that Cooley said that it's a Marvel thing because one of the producers on that segment was the writer that they hired from Marvel.
Marvel end credits in WWE. How amazing!
WWE wants to be Marvel so bad, dog. We got end credits. We got the cinematic universe, and then we also got the then now forever thing where that's very just Marvelish. The way it comes on, it's literally like the beginning of a Marvel movie, bro. WWE wants to be Marvel so bad.
This is why I've always been Team DC, man. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there for those that don't know.
I don't know about that because that Joker movie looking ass, bro. Them reviews came out. They said that movie trash.
They said the same thing when Joker 1 came out, so I'm just waiting on the audience reviews. Yeah, they did. Go look at Rotten Tomatoes. It's the same critic percentage as part 2, and then the audience is like 98.
Wait, was it for real?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. They said the same thing with Joker.
I don't know, Cooley. As a card-carrying member of the WGA, bro, I'm just gonna say people were not saying the Joker was bad people were not. Yeah. But before the movie came out, we get the screeners. Nah, the Joker was good. Now I do agree that people are saying that this Joker 2 is not what's up. I think it's just the musical. I think the musicalness of it. People are going away from musicals even more than they already have. I believe.
It just feels weird. Like,
well, look at man.
The Joker don't need to be a musical. Like I think I brought this analogy up before, but it's like Joyner Lucas rapping from perspective of a hamburger. You don't need to do all that. Just rap from your own perspective. Rap from the perspective of you.
I'm watching the early screening on it, and I'll let y'all know, man.
I'm gonna watch it too.
Yeah,
Keys will post it.
Since we on TV real quick, the Penguin is dope.
Oh my god!
I need to watch that.
Fire.
It is dope.
Yo, that first episode.
And I don't watch TV anymore, and that was great. I'm going to wait till they drop 3 more before I watch it again because I just want to watch it. Like I just want to watch it because I didn't want to stop watching it. Like it was, they just dropped 1 episode, and I was like, I want to see the next one. Yeah.
And the next one is not coming until I think next Sunday, so we gotta wait a whole.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting.
No, it was really good. It was.
What is it, Colin Farrell?
Colin Farrell. You cannot tell it's him. This is the craziest acting job I've seen in a while. It does not look like him. Doesn't sound like him. Talk, walk, nothing.
You know what? It's another crazy acting job.
What?
This segment. Oh my god! Like it's just not believable, bro. Like I'm
that's
just
the
watching
problem.
It. I'm like, is Thor about to come? Like who? Somebody's about to come. I'm about to see lightning. I'm about to see a fireball. I'm about to see something. But nothing happened.
Is just yelling at Roman Reigns, and then Spider-Man slings in from the goal line. Like,
I honestly
what the hell was this segment?
I thought The Rock was gonna pop up or something, like some final boss stuff. It was so fitting for The Rock to just come like the final boss, you know. But
and it was dope. It was dope. Like I enjoyed it as a segment. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on it. I enjoyed it as a segment. The production of it was crazy. The quality of it was crazy. It just felt out of place to me.
And I think that's the thing. If they would have played this before WrestleMania, we'd have felt fine. Because it would have fit the moment, right? Like, oh, this new thing, this is amazing. WrestleMania is amazing. They did this before random SmackDown and was like, what?
And the biggest problem is that this was the first time Cody and Roman really faced off in a real way since their match. This is the first time that we've heard them speak to each other. Why couldn't we just do that in the ring the old school way? The first time they face off, it got to be 30 camera cuts and music in the background. Like, what?
We might get a cinematic match between these two. You never know, man. We might have another Undertaker and AJ Styles, man.
Which was dope, by the way. I like that. The Boneyard match.
Yeah, the Boneyard.
If WWE can get its own separate, maybe Netflix show where the whole hour is just cinematic matches and cinematic universe, whatever, then I'm cool with that because it's his own thing. But once you start incorporating it,
maybe that's maybe
Triple H testing the waters.
Now you're saying something, Qwan.
Maybe Triple H is testing the waters. I don't know. I mean, look, Triple H clearly knows what he's doing because WWE is popping more than it's ever been at this point. You could argue. So, hey, he got the book for a reason. I'm just a guy with a podcast and a microphone. So maybe he got it all figured out.
They have opinions.
Terrible ones, but y'all love them. I'm just playing. But I want to hear from the people at the Crib. How did y'all feel about that cinematic segment? Was it out of place? Did y'all like it? Y'all want to see more of this from WWE? And how did y'all feel about SmackDown as a whole? Giovanni Vinci is 0-2. He has not won a match since he debuted on SmackDown. Y'all feeling that? Is that the right direction to go with his character? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. And again, if you haven't already, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. This is Wrestling with the Homies, where we go live every single day. Wrestling talk every day.
Every day.
Take a lot for us to do that. But to do that, we need y'all help. We need y'all to comment. We need y'all to like our stuff. We need y'all to subscribe. So please do that.
Talk graps every
do
day.
Do that. Whoa. The Nate Dogs. Talk graps every day. Hey, that's a t-shirt right there. Talk graps every day.
Talk graps every day.
That was good. That was good. Do that. Anyway, we got any games?
Yes, we do.
Time to play the game.
In celebration of your old headness and your accepting of it, we're going to go way back. We are playing finisher, flashback, guess the move. I'm going to give you all wrestlers from before 1970.
Oh, this is about to be tough.
And you have to guess what their finishing move is. This is multiple choice, though. It's either or. I'm going to give you either. So, for example,
my mom was like in middle school in
right? So, for example, the first one, Bruno Sammartino. Was his finishing move a bear hug or a pile driver?
I think it was a pile driver.
I'm going to say bear hug.
Bear hug.
Damn.
Ooh.
That was his thing. Can you imagine? I don't know if y'all have ever seen that, but that is when it's a bear hug as your finishing move, it's very strange because they got to keep pumping. Yeah, they got to keep pumping to get the energy out. Oh, it's hilarious. It's
standing in the ring
so
like
uncomfortable. Yeah, I remember being young and being like, why would you? Let's let that one go. Like, let's let that one go. Like, it's cool. Like, I get it. Man. But yeah, bear hug. You know what?
Jeez.
All right, so I was about to go down the whole thing, but okay, y'all ready?
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Number 2, you might actually catch this one, but Harley Race. This is prime Harley Race.
Okay.
All right. Option 1, diving headbutt or cradle suplex.
Diving headbutt or cradle suplex.
I want to say cradle suplex because I can't see him going to the top rope.
Cooley?
Yeah. I'm gonna say suplex. The suplex.
All right, correct.
Yeah.
Option B, cradle suplex.
Oh, I cannot see that man going to the top rope. He was big as hell.
Yeah.
Instantly think about Chris when I see diving headbutt. What?
Right. Or Dynamite Kid.
Yeah. It wasn't too much high turnbuckle action back then. Those rings weren't they weren't the softest.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Now we got a lot of that.
Gorgeous George. This was interesting. Spinning toe hold or spinning full Nelson?
I'm gonna go with spinning toe hold.
Yeah, I think so too. Spinning toe hold.
I don't even know what a toe hold is, but it is spinning full Nelson.
Oh,
which is also weird because what does that mean? Like I want to Google it because of like he's.
I think of Freaky Zeke when I think of full Nelson, man.
You ever put somebody in a full Nelson?
Yes, bro.
It is a funny. Funny story. I was at a party. I was like 26, and this girl was getting into it. Her and her boyfriend were getting into it, and it got a little crazy. And I have another friend who's bigger than me. He put him in a full Nelson to stop him. And it looked like he had a child. It looked like he had him like a child, bro. We all just fell out laughing.
That is
dude was so because he couldn't move.
Right.
And he was just flinging him around. His arms was flailing. I was like, bro, this is a stranger. We don't even know this dude. Yeah.
It's just like
that's an embarrassing hold. Yeah, that's an embarrassing hold to be in. That's an embarrassing hold. Yeah, I can't even imagine spinning around.
Nasty work.
Shout out to Allo. He gonna hate I said that. All right, number 4. Buddy Rogers. Do y'all even know who that is?
The Nature Boy, Buddy Rogers.
Buddy Rogers.
I don't remember.
I know the name.
Yeah. All right.
I know
the
Buddy Murphy.
Sleeper hold or the figure 4?
I'm gonna say the figure 4 because his nickname was the Nature Boy.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
That's where Ric Flair got it from.
Yes, sir.
That's where Ric Flair got it from. I used to love the figure 4. I
did too.
I used to do that.
That and the Walls of Jericho. That was my thing. The Boston Crab.
Walls of Jericho. Do you still do that?
Yeah, it's the Lion Tamer now.
Oh, the Lion Tamer.
All right, and 2 more. This one's gonna be interesting. Killer Kowalski. Do y'all know who that is?
No.
I don't even really know who it is. I've heard the name.
Qwan got the knowledge.
he's one of the people who train Triple H. I have no idea what his finisher is, though. So
Option A, the Kowalski Claw. Option B, the Stomach Claw.
I'm going to say the Stomach Claw since it don't have to deal with his name. Is this like a throw-offer or something?
Nah, it do sound like a trick question, but I'm going to say it's Kowalski Claw anyway. I'm going to just go with it. Why not?
The correct answer is option B, the Stomach Claw. He actually had a Kowalski Claw, but that wasn't the finishing move. The finishing move was the Stomach Claw, which is crazy that you grab and do. Like one if he has abs. Like,
bro, what?
Like, how does that work?
I'm so glad.
Grab their stomach and squeeze it. Yo,
I'm
Scott Steiner will love this move.
Can you imagine playing into that? You playing into a stomach claw?
Bro, that's terrible.
Your arms don't move.
Right.
You can't do anything because he's grabbed your stomach.
Try that on Jade Cargill. Her stomach gonna grab you back. Like, boy, what you doing, bro? Shit.
All right, the last one. This one's going to be interesting. All right. Bobo Brazil. Do you know who that is?
Oh, my God. Hell no, dog.
Bobo Brazil sounds nuts.
It's like a Dragon Ball Z character. Bobo Brazil.
2 moves. Option A, headbutt. Option B, powerbomb.
Bobo Brazil sound like a headbutting type dude.
I guess I'll just go the opposite. I'll do powerbomb since it's the most regular move or a regular name like that. Like, what is that, man? Bobo Brazil.
Bobo Brazil is crazy. What is
Qwan is correct.
Hey,
he called it the Cocoa Butt. It was a headbutt.
The Cocoa Butt?
The Cocoa Butt.
I gotta see is he black?
Nah, I don't believe he's black.
Let's see, Coco Brazil. I'm sorry, but I gotta see what this guy looks like. Coco Brazil.
Bobo Brazil.
Oh, Bobo Brazil.
Yes, black. Yeah.
Bro, he not even popping up on my Google.
Where did I get Coco from?
That was the name of the move.
Oh, Bobo Brazil.
Shout out to him, man.
He looks like Frankie Lyman. Or like
he does. He does look like a swole Frankie Lyman.
Swole Frankie Lyman, bro.
Why do fools fall in love?
I used to love that movie. That's all I had for the game today.
That was dope.
So that's a movie that I've seen. I know I said that I didn't see 5 Heartbeats, but and I've never seen The Temptations either.
Stop, man.
Bro, who are you? I don't even know you.
I told someone that, and they were just like, "Are you sure you black?" I'm like, "Yes." Oh, he was swole. Check out my man. He got his hair laid to the side like James from Good Times. James.
Yeah, no, this is a real black guy. Like, I'm gonna be honest. He's from look. I thought he was Brazilian, but nah, he's from Arkansas, man.
Oh
He's black, man.
Yeah, he from
That's
it.
a black man right there.
He from it for sure.
Yeah, he not far removed from it.
Shout out to Bobo Brazil, one of the originators, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
Anyway, let's get into some fan chatter. I got some comments. This week is some interesting ones, man. We're getting a lot of comments on our Ricochet video, so let's see what they were saying, Cooley.
Don't you worry.
I laugh every time I hear it. Don't you worry. So this comment comes from Movie Real News, and this comment was, "Why haven't I seen this channel before? I love the energy and discourse here. Hope this channel blows up." First off, shout out to you, Movie Real News. I love comments like that. That's my favorite type of comment. Tell us how good we are. Tell us we're great. Tell us you love us.
Yeah.
Tell me my mustache is beautiful. No, but shout out to you. Shout out to you. And I'm growing the chin back. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's coming back. I'm done with that. I'm tired. Y'all, after Robert Townsend, that was it. They say I look like Robert Townsend, like the dad from The Parenthood. Okay, it's time to grow to
that's a wild comparison right there. I guess I'll cut my beard then when yours grow back.
Let's see it. This comment is from Run and Lift 2. And this comment says, I kept hearing that WWE watered down Ricochet, but in WWE, his finisher was the 630 and the shooting star press. In AEW, it's a suplex. That's not watered down. Kind of.
Hey, man. I mean, what are we talking about? Like, what are we really talking about? Like, yes.
So to me, the thing is like, Ricochet's wrestling is not even a problem because Ricochet is one of the best wrestlers in the world. Let's just start there. In that ring, he's one of the most athletic guys. He can put on a 5-star match in his sleep. He's great. When we say that Ricochet has a problem right now, it's not the wrestling. It's the character Ricochet. We just wanted to see something different from Ricochet because right now he's the smiley baby face who shakes hands, goes into the ring, and then just does cool moves. That's dope. That's fine. He can be that for the rest of his career and still prosper and probably be a Hall of Famer because he's that good. But as far as entertainment value, for me at least, I just need a little more than that because it's a million wrestlers who can go in that ring and have the best match of the night. Swerve Strickland was always a guy who could go into that ring and give you the best match of the night. But before he really became that Swerve Strickland character where he really just channeled whatever was inside of him and put that on full display, we didn't really buy into him like that. He was just a guy who wrestled great. But once he popped up with the gold grills, he put on muscle, he started talking different, acting different, looking different. He really became that guy. And now he's probably the best in AEW. So we want that for Ricochet because we want the best for Ricochet. We don't want to see him out there smiling and just doing cool moves. We want to see people going, oh, shit, Ricochet is the best in the industry. I feel like he's capable of that, but he got to, change a little bit about his presentation if he wants to get to that. Or else he can just be the guy who does cool moves. He can be Pac. Ain't nothing wrong with being Pac.
I mean,
he can be Dolph Ziggler. Well, ain't nothing wrong with being Dolph Ziggler. You know what I'm saying? But, I feel like his trajectory is higher than that, personally.
Facts. Qwan pretty much summed it up, man. It's we're more so just talking about the character, the gimmick. In ring, obviously he's 10 out of 10, hands down. So that's what we, pretty much look forward to when we see Ricochet at this new company. And so far, it's still, same old Rick, man, same old Rick.
But we gonna root for him no matter what. No matter what, we are still rooting for Ricochet. You know what I'm saying? Sure. But that's not right, Ricochet. That's not right. That's not right. Bring that back. That's not right. And this last comment is from one of my favorite people on our channel. This is Jasmine Madison. And it's a long one. I'm not going to read the whole thing because, we already at the 42-minute mark. But he said, y'all don't like high flyers? So I feel like we got to clarify that. I love high flyers. Being Cooley, we love high flyers. The Rey Mysterios, the Speedball Mike Bailey, even guys like Sabu and Hayabusa back in the day. We love the high flyers. I think our problem is what the new PWG style of high flying, because it's like we'll see guys trade Canadian destroyers for 5 minutes, just power driving each other, and then just popping back up and still fighting, getting pinned, kicking out at 2. These moves should finish people off. Like, why are y'all still going full speed the whole match? Slow it down a little bit.
Why you not dizzy?
Right. Like, when we were growing up, and maybe this is us being old heads again, but when we were growing up, I remember dudes losing to moves that weren't even finishers. You might be wrestling a match on Nitro and get powerbombed so hard that you just don't kick out. And the powerbomb wasn't even Scott Steiner's finisher, but he hit you with it, so you're going to lose to that. These days, dudes are getting put through tables. They're doing shooting star presses, landing on their heads, getting power driving off the top rope, and they still kicking out at 2. It's too much. It's too much. Man.
It's a lot. And I know I didn't grow up on, prime HBK, but I still had a good, HBK in my era. And it still breaks my heart seeing people kick out of super kicks, man. Like, it still breaks my heart. Like, it's a regular move now. It's crazy.
Bro, they treat the super kick like an Irish whip. Like,
it's a regular move now.
That's an interesting concept. So this is what it makes me think. So are you saying that the actual in-ring storytelling has changed, right? Because that's what you're saying. That within the ring, they aren't necessarily telling the best story. They're overcompensating with acrobatics, right?
Yes.
Because at that point, it turns into the circus.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the thing is, when it's called for, that's good. Like, I love a match like that. Don't get me wrong. A spot fest is fun for me. But in order for it to be unique and stand out, it has to be minimal. It has to be one of those per show. When every single match looks like that, then it's like, okay, we just doing a lot the whole time. It all starts to look like the same thing.
It's a bunch of
circus. That's the problem with AEW a lot of times. Like match 1 through match 5 all looks the same. It's not a big variety. In WWE, you might get one match like that, but then you're going to get 2 big guys going in there and slowing it down next. You're going to get a women's match who changes the pace. You're going to get a match between a big and a small, kind of a squash match. That's going to change the pace. And then you might get another full speed ahead flippy match. And AEW is just like that match over and over and over until the end. We be worn out by the time we get to that main event. We be tired. I'm tired.
Dynamite deja vu. That's what they should call it, man. It's the same thing.
Dynamite.
Hey, Cooley killing these catchphrases.
All right, Dynamite deja vu.
Man, it gotta be.
You gotta have to turn my Talks of Raw segment for Dynamite into Dynamite deja vu. We about to run back the same show we had last week with Dynamite deja vu. Man, Chris Jericho had a match and it was bad.
Chris Jericho, man.
Oh man. That was it. But again, appreciate y'all for the comments. I had a little bit more, but we at the 45-minute mark, so we got to get out of here and start wrapping this up. So I appreciate y'all for the comments. If you want to get your comment read live on this podcast, go ahead and do that. Leave one. Leave it. Leave a comment. Tell me how beautiful my mustache is, okay? And I will read that for sure. For sure. Anyway, Cooley, Mr. North Face Bubble Jacket, Mr. Birthday Boy. My birthday's in 2 weeks, by the way. That's crazy.
Yes, it is.
I didn't even realize that.
Next
Sunday. Shit, we getting old, bro. I don't like it.
Man.
I don't like it. But anyway, you know what I'm going to ask you? I ask you every episode.
Yeah, man.
You got any final thoughts before we get our asses out of here?
I just want to say, thank you all for, experiencing this Virgo season with me. It's been a great season. And I will say that I probably have one of the greatest birth dates of all time because Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, my God.
Do you remember the 21st night of September? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
We might have to give you an intervention, dog. You understand. You are not 47 years old, Cooley.
Hey, man,
Cooley, you are in your early 30s. You are a young man.
Mid-30s. No, almost mid-30s pretty much.
This man said Earth, Wind, and Fire. Cooley, when the Earth, Wind, and Fire was making music, you weren't even born, bruh.
I wasn't even in the sack, man. I was just, in the universe somewhere, just floating around.
Bro, you started watching wrestling at like 2001, like me. We ain't that
99.
old. We old, but we ain't that old. Anyway, I got a final thought for y'all. I got a final message for y'all. First off, don't you worry. And second off, keep that iPhone, man. Do not get that green bubble because it's weird. We don't like it. The group chat is weird. The messages are splitting, and it's all Cooley's fault.
Hey, man. Y'all can go back to the other chat, and I'll tap in, when I can.
Look, he's sensitive now. He
said, I'll tap in when I can. That's so ridiculous.
He's sensitive now. He said, y'all can go back to the other chat. Just leave me alone, then.
Man, this phone is fire, though, man. Jeez.
Nah, we gonna you our boy. So if we got to suffer through the green bubble, then so be it. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this show, Wrestling with the Homies. We do this every single day, so make sure y'all tap in. We'll see y'all tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. And until next time, this is Wrestling with the Homies. We out of here. Deuces.